Hello Capricorn. Today we are getting into a reading for you guys. Just a general reading to see what to expect here in the week to come. Let's take a look at past, present, and nearing future. And then we'll get into some of the other stuff as we need to. We'll take a look and see what advice source energy has, and then we'll segue into some of our other divination decks. Send you guys off with your final oracle message from the Tao, and then also take a look at the Lenormand. So let's get into this. For all my Capricorns out there, let's see what you guys got going on. All right, so Capricorns, looks like here in the recent past we have got the Chariot, we've got the Ten of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So it looks like, okay, the energy in the recent past is kind of fast moving, really determined, either in the realm of love, to like make something work, or to get to that point of like true emotional fulfillment, but then maybe needing to leave it behind or leaving it behind for something else, moving on past it, or looking, I don't know, the energy that's coming across as a whole is like very transitional, moving away from love, moving towards love, and then moving away from love. Like it's kind of this back and forth overall feeling. Something was really, really emotionally fulfilling, and it may not necessarily be like intimate love. It could be more like something dealing with family, something dealing with friends, but this energy is like coming towards it really fast, and then you have it, but then now like being separated from it or needing to move away from it for some reason. So that's our past, recent past energy that's coming through right now. How that's affecting everything else, if it is, I'm not sure. It's just what the cards are kind of wanting, what the universal energies are wanting to bring through for my Capricorns. In the present moment, present energies taking place right now, we've got the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. So maybe some good fortune or generosity going on here with work, some sort of activity, or your creative endeavors. Plans are going really well, and things are like forging ahead with whatever it is that you're pursuing or devoting, investing your work, your creative, physically creative or actively creative energies into. They're rewarding, and maybe more so because of your planning, the time that you're taking to think through things, gather the tools that you need, but the planning that's going into whatever you're working on is really what's causing it to kind of forge ahead and turn out really, really well. And like I said, it's just rewarding. It's kind of paying off or giving back to you now. So current energies are really good. The past energy is a little confusing. It's kind of just like a push and a pull, like go and leave. Our current energy is forging ahead with whatever it is that you're kind of throwing yourself into, the work that you're doing. But it is paying off, and it looks to be good, and it looks to be growing or moving fast or gaining momentum and taking off, but it's doing really well. So that's good. Maybe if if there was a heavier emotional situation or relationship or something dealing with family or some really, really close ties with friends, maybe in order for this present situational energy coming through, in order for that to really be able to take off and get going and become successful and grow, like you kind of needed to take a step away from whatever was going on in the past so that you could put more of your focus and your attention into these pursuits of whatever's going on in the present state. And then taking a look here at our future, we've got the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. So feeling shut off from something, and I'm guessing that we're coming full circle. So it's like the past is coming back around a little bit. And now that things are going so well in the present, that maybe we're looking back at that past energy, there's now a feeling coming back in or sweeping back in, a feeling shut out or isolated from whatever this connection was. And kind of thinking about wanting to get back into it, wanting to pick it back up. Like you're at a really good, solid place right now, a good, successful place, and you feel ready to maybe take your attention back to where things, and try to like pick up where things left off, or bring some new energy into it a little bit and try to like renew it. But I feel like the nearing future energy is like, okay, I have what I want here, but I'm not entirely fulfilled. Like something is still missing. And so you're thinking about it, you're figuring out ways, can I get back into this? Can I renew this? And kind of how to go about making that happen. So that is where my Capricorns, just a general kind of check-in reading here to see where you guys are, what's going on in the world of my Capricorns. Let's see what we've got for source advice here. And if there's any advice with moving forward for my Capricorns in this scenario. These ones that flipped over, let's just pull them out a while. Just gonna wait until I had a third come through and pop, but my hands are just not working through the big cards today. My fingers are not liking the big cards today. So, what is our advice from source here? All right. Okay. So, talking about the potential future that you're considering, or the energy that's coming through for the nearing future of potential considerations. The advice from source that we're getting here, we have the Five of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Devil. So trying to go back and pick up kind of where you left off, or renew something, recharge something, reignite. There we go. Reignite what once was that you kind of walked away from. The energy is not looking good for that. Like it's not going to turn out necessarily the way that you may idealize or romanticize about it. And it may really just be better to walk away and to leave sleeping dogs lie, leave what was, kind of that ship has sailed and that chapter is gone and closed. With the Five of Cups here, it's not going to be what it once was. I don't think it would ever fully be repaired or come back entirely to what it once was. And so pursuing that, I think, is really just going to end up being an unhealthy pursuit. So that's what's coming through from Source. That's really what I'm picking up here in terms of kind of advice on this nearing potential future energy, and how it really feels to me that that is kind of tying back to the recent past. Let's take a look at our Lenormand and see if there's any additional complementary messages coinciding with this for our Capricorns today. Right. Capricorns, Lenormand energy is coming through saying, yeah, while you may have good feelings about reminiscing and looking back to the past and, you know, thinking about it and considering it feels good, you may really just kind of like want to stop yourself in your tracks there on pursuing that love interest. It's just not, it's not going to be what it was. And that is kind of a clear message coming through from Source advice as well. You know, may just be time for, you know, I don't know. It may just be time to kind of like, to let it go. You left it behind maybe to pursue what you wanted here. What's going on in your life currently, and once you've reached that point of stability, things are going really, really great. Whether you've reached it now or it's very, very imminent, literally taking place in the present, you know, you reach that point of stability and success, and things are just like moving along really well. Trying to backtrack and go, you know, reignite that past situation, it just doesn't look like it's in the cards. It doesn't look like it's going to turn out well. So let's give you guys a final message here from our Tao Oracle. Yeah, the big cards are just, my hands are not jiving well with big cards today. I don't know what's going on. Big cards and my little hands are not communicating very well today. It must be the Mercury retrograde having its wonderful effect on my hands and the cards. All right. Let's see what we have for you guys. Increase. Starting, reaping rewards, overflow, expansion, flowering, encouragement, fertile ground, abundance. This very much, you guys could have, be talking about like what's going on presently for you guys, you know, maintaining your focus on what you're working towards, investing more into it, and, you know, gaining more out of it, allowing it to kind of take off and flourish, as long as that's where, you know, you're placing your focus, so that it can grow, it can expand, it can flourish. And, you know, there's a lot to gain from it. There's a lot more rewards coming from that situation for all of my Capricorns out there. But the increase and sharing too, like, it's going to be a really prosperous time right now for you. And there's a lot to gain from it, a lot to extract from whatever it is that you're undertaking and tackling in this scenario. And it's turning out really well for you. Whatever it is that you've been investing your time and energy into is rewarding you, or it is going to reward you. But this energy that's coming through is a very positive one at this time for my Capricorns. and their work, and just what you've really been throwing yourselves into right now. It's taking off, it's gaining momentum, it's being really, it's turning out and feeling really successful. If not yet, like it's going to be turning that corner and becoming really successful. So guys, my Capricorns, keep that in mind. And with that, everyone, I hope that this reading has been insightful for you for the coming week. And I will see you all in the next reading. Stay well, guys, and stay peaceful, stay kind, have lots of gratitude. Thanks for being here.